Hi YouTube, this is a review of some of the Asterix figures I own. I've always been a huge fan of Asterix, but you know, there's always that one special figure one of your friends own and you want it so desperately, but you can never really have it. Well, for me, that one special figure was him. One of my friends had him when I was a child, and I wanted this figure so badly throughout most of my childhood that I can't even describe it. Since then I owned a lot of Asterix figures, and I still own them. I have most of the Kinder collections. I have the McDonald's Asterix, which is, I think, one of the best ones so far. I have the Play Arts Asterix figure from CG Revell, and I even have plushies. I have Obelix and also Asterix. I will tell about them later too. So there he is, the CG Revell Play Asterix figure. I've been longing for this figure basically all my childhood, and I finally gave in and bought one on eBay. It was very expensive. I never figured such a small figure would go for such a high price, but it was really expensive. But I'm still glad I bought it. It's a part of my past, and I'm really happy to have it. Well, I will show you what I got for my money. First of all, if you look at it, you will notice that it's not really comic accurate. I mean, it's a fine Asterix figure, but Asterix doesn't really look like this in the comics. He looks more like the very early episodes. I mean, in the early comics he looked a bit like this. The nose was smaller, and the whole build was a little bit different. Also the wings were different on the helmet. So I'm guessing that it's made by using one of the earlier drawings of Uderzo. You can see it comes with a sword, a quite pointy sword, if I might add. This is not really child safe at all. It comes with a belt, the green belt, but it doesn't have the yellow belt buckles on as he does in the comics, and I quite miss it, to tell you the truth. Also, if you look closely, this plastic it's made of, it's quite cheap. It's even hard to get it stay on place. I don't know why this plastic is so cheap on this figure, but it is. And you get another belt kind of thing that he can wear his magic potion on. It's a cool idea, I guess. Now I remember my friend having this Asterix figure, and he already lost most of the accessories. Maybe the thing why this Asterix figure was so expensive was because it's hard to find one that has all the accessories, because of the cheap plastic, and because it falls apart so easily. I mean, you can't see it right now because I fixed it, but this helmet comes off really easily. I used some blue tack glue to glue it on his head like this. It looks like chewing gum, but it's not. It's blue tack. You use it to hang posters on your wall or stuff like that. So I'm using that, and it works quite well. So the helmet stays on. But other than that, there's nothing holding the helmet on. Almost as if the figure was not made to wear a helmet, which of course sounds silly because Asterix has his helmet all the time. I've even seen the commercial for this toy, one on YouTube. I never seen it in TV, but I will show it to you. And in the commercial, I think it's hilarious because Asterix rides into this Asterix figure rides into a boy's room on a carriage, and I was just laughing because I was imagining how his helmet would fall off the first minute he started to ride that carriage. But you can fix it easily.
Can Asterix stop the Roman invasion? Asterix from Sergi Ravel.
Now some other accessories that came with him are the boar, this little scared boar, and a shield. Well, I have to tell you, I really hate shields on action figures. You wanna know why? It's because of this. They always make them hold the shields with a hinge like that, and they break off really easily, especially if the toy is made out of cheap plastic. In my case, it almost broke off. And you want to know why? Because I tried to put it on the right hand. It goes on the left hand, and if you try to put it on the right, it will break. That's it for your expensive toy. Well, the shield still holds on, only barely, but still does, so I can still pose him with the shield, but I'm quite mad because I broke it, because I was so clumsy. But I never imagined it won't fit on the other hand, on the other arm. I thought it should fit on both arms. So this is the Sergi Ravel Asterix figure. I don't have any more figures of this line, and I don't think I will ever buy any more, mainly because they are not really comic accurate. I mean, not accurate to the current comic, and because they are so freaking expensive. I'm not going to pay that much money for such a small figure. It's really small. It's like the size of a G.I. Joe, maybe. When I think back, I always, in my memories, he looks bigger, but still he's really small. So here he is posing with his shield that's only barely staying on, because I broke it, because I'm so clumsy, and because the plastic is so cheap. But anyway, even if this figure is not comic accurate, it will still always have a place in my heart, because I've been longing for this figure so long, basically all my childhood, and I'm really happy that I could add it to my collection, and I can finally have it. Even if a simple McDonald's Asterix outweighs him in terms of comic accuracy, I still like this figure. So that's about it. Let's see the McDonald's Asterix figure. I really like this toy. It doesn't do much in terms of posability. You can play with the wings on the helmet maybe, and you can rotate the arms, imitating drinking the magic potion, or I don't know, waving. My only problem with this figure, I don't really need leg articulation with this. I think it's fine the way it is. I love the comic accurate details on the sword and on the belt, whereas Mr. Expensive One didn't have those. So my only problem with the McDonald's Asterix figure is the pose. I mean, it only looks good in this position. If you you can do this, but if you move the other arms any other ways, it will just look stupid. Come on, it looks stupid. This looks stupid too. So basically you can only pose him in this waving saying hello position, which is fine. I'm not playing with my toys anyway, I'm just displaying them. Also these huge screws don't help either, but still this figure is quite a nice rendition of Asterix, I think, and I'm really happy to have it. And also I like them, I like to see them together, and I pose them together at home. Well, some years ago I found these plushies while driving home from work and stopping at a gas station. They were on sale on the gas station, and I just couldn't leave them. Both of them are quite fluffy and soft, and Asterix has his magic potion, his bat, his little sword, and his hands were behind his back. I didn't really like it, so I cut the little rope that was holding it back, and now he looks like this. I really like the eyes. I think he looks really cool. He has his wings on his helmet and everything. I think this is a really cool little figure. Also, I bought Obelix because they are inseparable. They have to be together. I like his little mustache here, and also his hair. His braids are really nice. He had the hands in the same position. You can still see I cut this because it was sewed on like this, and I didn't really like it, so I cut it free. And yeah, that's Obelix. I think the sizes are quite well done. Obelix is way bigger than Asterix, and they are a really nice addition to my Asterix collections, and I love them very much. Well, just to show off the complete Asterix collection that I have, I want to show also these rubber figures. I think they were made by Schleich. Oh no, it's Plastoy. I'm not sure if Schleich and Plastoy are the same company, because they are making quite the same looking plastic figures. It's the same company that makes the Smurfs figures too. So I have this too, but they also have other versions of Asterix and Obelix and all the other characters too. But they also are quite a bit expensive for such small toys, and I only have this too. So this is Obelix hiding some flowers, acting all shy. You could buy Panacea or Panacea, the girl he's in love with in the comics, so they would go perfect together. And I have Asterix in his battle position with his sword drawn, which rarely happens in the comic books, but anyway, I like this position a lot, so that's why I bought him. Yeah, that's the only two Plastoy figures that I have in my collection. And these are some of the Kinder Asterix figures that I own, the Kinder Surprise figures. Here's the fishmonger from the town. I really like him. I wish I had the blacksmith too, because they always get in a fight together. I also like how the fish is colored into this glossy color. This kind of looks like a fish too, because it's shiny, and you could imagine it's a fish. So that's the fishmonger here. I have Obelix in this excited position, maybe waiting to have a little bit of magic potion that he never gets. And also his big love. I love this figure. She looks so pretty in this pose, sitting and sniffing flowers. It's a really pretty figure here. I have panoramics too. I also even have another variation of him, which I guess I like better. This one with the magic portion. I think it's done really well. And I also have Asterix, also with the magic portion together, guarding it. So here's one of the Asterix figures that I have, and here's another one. Yeah, this one he's drinking the potion. I guess this one was standing on a tree trunk or something like that, but that one is broken off. And also there's a variation of this one. The other variation, the wings are posed differently. So there's two of this one. I only have one. And I have some Roman soldiers. This centurion here, and also this one. He's been in a fight with the Gauls for sure. He looks beaten up. Even his spear is bent and broken, and black eye and bruises everywhere. And oh no, I have another one. He's still intact. Haven't been beaten up yet. So these are all the Romans that I have, and I also have an Asterix from way beyond. This was, I guess, in the 80s, when the Kinder Surprise figures were not made of this one chunk plastic, but you actually had to put them together. This Asterix is posed in a sitting position because it was sitting on a little chair, and it also had a bowl of magic potion with him, which I don't have anymore. So I only have the figure, and I also lost the stickers that were made for the eyes. So I did this myself. I made the stickers and sticked it on with glue. I recolored the helmet and the wings because they were yellow, which is just silly because his hair is yellow and the helmet and the wings were also yellow originally. And you can move the arms, you can completely take it apart, but I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, the belt was also colored by me because it was white originally. And I guess I was planning to color the feet brown, but then I just didn't. So yeah, this was basically the Asterix figure I was growing up with. This was one of my... this was the only Asterix figure that I owned as a child. Or maybe some of the other Kinder Surprise toys later. All the others I bought later, and I really like this whole show, this whole comic book series. I'm a huge fan of it, and if they ever produce more cool toys in this line, then I'm sure I'm going to buy it, because I basically buy everything that's Asterix. All the comic books, all the videos, I don't like the real life movies, but all the cartoons I have and all the comic books too. So I'm a huge fan, and if you're a fan of Asterix, I hope you liked my video review of these toys, and I will make some more soon. Bye bye.